Welcome to Stone Lakes.
All right, James, so we are in Stone Lakes,
Correct.
the next neighborhood here in Southlake. So tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, so this neighborhood has 335 homes. The average home size is 3,692, 4 bedrooms, built in 1994. And in 2019, you could buy a home here for $643,780.
Oh, wow. That's
Now,
an entry point.
It's $1,056,000 is the average, which is a 64% increase.
Oh my gosh, that's incredible.
Just since 2019.
Wow.
So what you're looking at right now in the video is the community center that has pool, a kiddie pool, and in May, the neighborhood does a Saturday night camp out, family camp out, and we camp around this lake, and then we go up to the pool to watch a movie.
Oh, nice. And look at that lake. This is really impressive.
This lake, it's 10 acres.
Wow.
It has a walking trail, and this walking trail does connect to the same one that Timberlake connects with. So it's a lot of people will do this, go around this lake, and then go through the covered canopy walking trail that I mentioned earlier. And yeah, this is a really nice feature. In fact, this lake provides all the water for all the common areas to be sprinkled.
Oh, so interesting. Okay.
Yeah, so we're not using city water, but this is runoff water.
Nice.
This was a creek that they dammed up back in the early 90s and built the neighborhood around it. So it's a great area. We're coming up to the bottom of the lake, and you're going to have some more amenities coming up here to where we've got 2 tennis courts that are lighted. We've got a playground, and then a half-court basketball court. So there's the tennis courts, there's the playground.
There's the courts, yeah. A nice little neighborhood, I like it. Yeah. So how many homes are in here?
335.
Okay. And you're so knowledgeable about this area because this is where you live, right?
Yes.
Very nice. And you've raised, how many kids here?
4.
4 children. Yeah. Holy smokes. All through the...
we moved here, and our oldest started kindergarten here.
Wow.
So all of them have gone through the Carroll system. And
so you've really seen this neighborhood grow up. And with all your kids and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
That's really exciting. All right, so we just pulled up to the least expensive home that's currently available for sale. Tell us a little bit about this one.
Yeah, so again, this is the least expensive home in Stone Lakes. It's 1302 Normandy Drive. It's listed for $760,000. Hold on now.
Okay. All right.
Hold on.
There's a catch.
There is. This is 2,603 square feet. So this is probably the smallest home in the neighborhood. 4 bedroom, 3 bath, 3-car garage, no pool, and then here's the kicker. It backs up to 1709. So the backyard is going to be quite noisy. But this home was built in 1992, so this was one of the first homes that was built in the neighborhood. Again, 2,603 square feet. And this is probably a David Weekley home, all brick. But this is probably the most affordable home in all of Southlake.
Yeah.
For a relatively newer home, meaning that, the windows are double pane. It's got, air conditioning system. There are certainly some older homes in Southlake that were built in the 80s, but this being a young 90s home, there were a lot of changes in building practices in the 80s versus the 90s, and so you'd be able to take advantage of those changes in this home for this price of $760,000.
Very good. And David Weekley is a quality builder.
Yes.
That's actually the builder that Keoughan and I have. So
same with me.
There you go. So that seems to be the trend, right? So David Weekley has built a lot of the homes in this neighborhood.
Yeah. So there were 3 builders in this neighborhood, and Huntington, David Weekley, and then a small builder that ended up selling off their lots to Huntington. They built probably 20 homes, 25 homes, and then ended up selling off. So mostly day weekly and Huntington homes in this neighborhood.
Got it. All right, James. So we have now reached our next listing, but before we talk about this specific one, you mentioned something that I thought was pretty interesting. Is that this particular neighborhood, Stone Lakes, it's one of the few areas in Southlake where you can actually buy a single-family home where it is all just one level, right? Not 2 stories. So just 1-story homes, right?
Right. So one of the main reasons that people move to Southlake is because of the school system. And so a lot of, people that are moving here are going to have families with, multiple kids. And so most of the builders have built to that demographic, that large family needing lots of bedrooms and lots of square footage. So that's why we have an average of, around 4,000 square feet for the overall town. As the first video we saw of the cheapest home in the neighborhood being at 2,600, 1-story home. In this neighborhood of 335 homes, there's about 10% of the houses that are single-story homes, which is, not a lot, but it is one of the few neighborhoods in town that you can get a single-story home. So for folks that are moving here to be close to their grandkids, this is a great neighborhood to move into to get a single-story home at a reasonable price.
Nice.
So this home here is 1405 Dartmouth Drive. It is listed for $1,099,000. It is a 4,014 square foot home built in 1996. No pool, but it has a 3-car garage, 4 bedrooms, 4 baths. Now, one of the cool things about this home, and there's about 3 other houses on this street, there's a creek that runs through this part of the neighborhood. And in these, like I said, 2 or 3 homes here, the creek runs in the front yard. So each of them have a little bridge to get to the house, goes over the creek, and then the house and the backyard are, on a flatter area, but the creek runs in the front yard. What I think is kind of cool, because look at the tree canopy that you get. It's really a nice drive of appeal, and you feel like a little secluded back there with the creek in front of you.
Yeah, you got a little moat in front of your castle.
Exactly. Right.